we came on here. Obviously, we're giving Mike Bobo a lot of love after that performance, man. But I wanted to dig into the numbers, like just actually like rewatching this game because I've defended the screen passes for years. Unfortunately, last year we just didn't have the personnel to pull off the screen passes. But Georgia just they prioritize blocking when it comes to receivers so much for this reason. It's like they have a certain scheme, a certain guy that fits what they're trying to do, and you got to block some. And sometimes you have elite playmakers like Brock Bowers and Lad McConkey that can also block some. And that's when you can be one of the best offenses in the country. But I was logging the screen passes in this game, and I'm going to include.
I want to hear this.
I'm going to include one that wasn't a screen pass, but just stay with me.
Okay.
On essentially screen pass formation, Georgia ran 11 plays for 135 yards. That's whatever that is. What, 15 yards, 14 yards per play? Okay. I didn't have the 12.3 yards per catch. So that's including obviously, and the most important stat of this is 8 of 11 success rate. Like that's the most important part because there's a 2nd and 4 where Dylan Bell picks up 6 yards. There was the third and 7 late where Dylan Bell picked up 10 yards. Like there was the 2nd and 15 after the penalty where Colby Young picks up 13 yards. The 3rd and 12 where Cash Jones gets 9 yards and Georgia goes for it on 4th down. And one of the bigger plays in the game to be able to keep that drive alive. So, and then the one I'm including in this is the fake screen that is set up by gashing them all day long. Then you have London Humphreys leak out instead of like he's going to block and then leaks out on the little wheel route for a 31-yard gain. Like I'm obsessed with that play. Like that honestly, I called it like earlier in the game because I just they after the Zachariah Branch touchdown, I was like, you see Lawson Lucky right here. At some point, Lawson Lucky is going to leak out for some, down the sideline. And they didn't do it with Lawson Lucky. They did it with London Humphreys. But it doesn't happen if you're not consistently just gashing this team with screen passes. I don't know what you want to call. I counted it. This could be generous. I don't know what you want to call that one catch to Oscar Delp. I think it was a little tight end, little slip screen because the pressure just got through immediately and it wasn't a screen, but it was kind of designed like it was a little slip screen to Oscar Delp and he picks up 18 yards. Like it was just the screen game was working. I didn't even mention the Zachariah Branch touchdown. Obviously, was that a 3rd and 10?
It was 3rd and 10, I believe.
3rd and 10, you pick up. It was a 36-yard touchdown.
Yeah,
it was just Bobo had like one of his best games I've ever seen him call on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really don't think it was that different from the general philosophy that Mike Bobo has. It's a lot of what Mike Bobo tries to do, especially or has been trying to do with Stockton this year is, run stuff that doesn't put a lot of pressure on him, put his receivers in position to make plays in space, get yards after the catch, make guys miss, all that good stuff. And then off of that, you have your play action stuff and your like that fake screen call. Yeah, that's a play call that was just totally set up by Georgia, establishing that tendency that much. Like,
yeah,
I thought this was a game that was pretty in line with the typical Mike Bobo ethos that people always criticize. That all he does is throw screens and run up the middle. It's like, but now you see why, man. When you have playmakers like Zachariah Branch and even Dylan Bell or like Oscar Delp is a pretty good runner after the catch.
Colby Young made some plays.
You have guys that can make those kinds of plays. So why not trust them to make it? Especially when you have a first-year starter playing in Neyland with 100,000 people in his first SEC road start. You want to make that guy's life as easy as possible. And I thought Bobo did a great job of that. And I thought Stockton did a great job of, stepping up and making the plays and the downfield throws that he needed to make when he was called upon to do that.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. And we talked about this some in our post-game reaction, but just rewatching the game, it's just so obvious how much better this receiver group was than a year ago. Just, what was it? One of the 4th downs is that little slant to Zachariah Branch. Yeah. Like, That was a fastball, man.
Oh,
Like and there was another one. I think there was a third down where he hit Branch on a slant that he I got pick up like 20 yards on or so around midfield. Like Branch could catch some fastballs there. Like like I don't know, 10 yards down the field. Like those were right on him. And there was also the Colby Young, and that was a third down conversion where I've seen that play kind of on my Instagram feed where Gunner just gets rocked and he just still delivers the third down, like 3rd and 7 or something. And Colby Young picks up like 8 or 9. Like there was just so many tough catches this group made. And it was just like, yeah, a year ago, what did you do? The first play of the game against Tennessee, you dialed up a deep shot to Arian Smith that could have been a 40, 50-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 10. What did they do the first play of the game on Saturday? You dial up a deep shot to Colby Young, and it's a 45-yard gain. Like the first play of the Alabama game in a hostile environment a year ago, you dial up a deep shot that could have been a 70-yard touchdown, I think, if Arian Smith catches that. Like just going into a hostile environment and making those plays, it silences the crowd, man.